Hi Gemini, this is Star with Ariana. Start with your monthly forecast for May 2024. I will use oracle cards as well as tarot decks. Geminis, do keep in mind that these are going to be random messages. They may not be in any particular order, so please take whatever resonates with your story and leave the rest. The overall energy this month from the Ideal Tarot is the Knight of Cups. Now, this is a card which is talking about a lot on your plate. As the picture shows here, possibly others aren't systematic, and this could also unnerve you. Maybe there's going to be a change of plans. I think you also need to steer clear of any kind of disagreements, arguments of the kind. Incidentally, I'm also picking up that maybe there could be someone who is going to keep his ego aside because he cares. Other than that, I also feel that this month your clients could also haggle for your services. They may want concessions to be made. Incidentally, the final days of April, stepping into May 2024, I do have the Eight of Cups. Now, this is a person who's walking away from a particular situation. Maybe you were someone who needed to guard your energies. Psychologically, you may have felt low. You were dealing with a sense of loss. Yet, I think you were someone who was very busy, or you were someone who was able to cope with all the routine work. I think planning was the key for many Geminis at this time. Some of you may have received a portion of your dues or even an advance here. Maybe clarifications will also be sought with respect to financial matters here. Other than that, Geminis, I also feel that you needed to safeguard your health. Obstacles to overcome this month are the challenges. I do have the Knight of Wands. This is a very active night, but this is in the challenge position. Maybe you will be loath to sail with the changes. I think you need to push yourself because your go-getter attitude can pay dividends eventually. Excess communication is also on the cards. Maybe you should also take everything with a grain of salt. Maybe you should also be more attentive and focused because others could review your task and there could be mistakes there. Surprises are definitely in store for you. You also need to be prepared for eventualities of any kind. Maybe you should also seek clarity again with respect to financial matters, or seek advice from your financial analyst. Influences for this month, I do have the Death card. Now, change is something which we all need to deal with at a certain point in life, but change can be difficult for us to grasp. But then this change is also essential. It could shake us, it could shake our environment. This transformation is essential for your soul's ascension. Other than that, I also feel that there'll be an urgency in your step. Maybe your expectations are also sky high, but then you have to settle for something less. Well, something is better than nothing. As an employee, I think you'll be very happy with your output. Maybe you should also make allowances for your clients at this time. Pressing matters will also take up your time, Geminis. Those of you who are in the leadership position, I think your juniors will be very happy because you give them the freedom to carry on with their tasks the way they want. You could also have a heart-to-heart discussion with the management or your administrator over jealous rivals. Maybe timely intervention is also going to work to your advantage. The first 10 days of May, I do have the King of Swords. Now, this is the Swords energy, which is implying that you could be dealing with Gemini, Aquarius, or even Libra. I think mentally you're going to be very active. There could be a need for you to attend to paperwork or technical matters. Other than that, I also feel that you should not procrastinate. Maybe you should discuss things or negotiate with the people who are senior than you, a father figure, or even your boss at work, someone who is very experienced. You could also feel as though everything lies on your shoulders or on your head, that you have to take the onus. When any problem surfaces, I think you are the one who is going to be the torch bearer. Perhaps, Geminis, you have the ability, the capacity to do things better than the rest around you. That is why the onus is going to be on you. I think while signing documents also you need to look very closely to avoid mistakes. Other than that, I also feel that money could be the bone of contention. Money could create discord in your relationships with your loved ones. I think when problems arise, you have to act quickly rather than dilly-dally. Some of you could also use ingenious ways or even guile to make gains, but you should be very careful because things could also fall apart and your lives could fall flat on your face. Money could also be the bone of contention in your relationship. Those of you who are in the leadership position, I think you're going to be someone who's going to frame policies or laws. Maybe others had questioned your leadership skills in the past, but then you're someone who is going to establish yourself very well. Maybe they thought that you wouldn't survive the baptism by fire, but then you have the insight, the perception. Besides, you're also someone who thinks on your feet. That is why you are able to put your feet firmly on the ground. No one can shake you. That's the message that I'm picking up. The next 10 days, that is 11th to 20th May, I do have the 8 of Wands. Now, this is talking about good news, good information which is coming in. Maybe you're also dealing with someone who's bringing in messages, because we do have Lenormand's rider coming in. So someone is going to be very active at this time. Maybe message from far off place. So check your email. There could also be job opportunities lined up at this time, Geminis. But then you also need to understand whether the pay packet is going to be up to your expectations, or there are certain limitations that you need to maneuver or counter at this time. With that card, Knight of Cups, I did say that you will have your hands full this month, and this is also the period when you're going to be very busy. I think there are also going to be times when you will socialize. Your social circle is definitely going to widen, so you should network. Maybe it can throw you in the path of prospective clients. Other than that, I also feel that you should be mindful of your words, because callous remarks could also ruin or put a strain on your relationship. In case you're the leader, again, Geminis, you're going to be someone who's going to be extra careful and vigilant. Maybe you're also going to do away with those workers who you believe are tampering with your goods, or those who are damaging your reputation. Maybe you think that they are deliberately up to mischief. You also need to be careful, because there could be someone who is a gossip queen. Maybe she is spreading whatever you discuss in strict confidence to others, or she is a loud mouth. The final days of the month, that is 21st to 31st May, I do have the Two of Pentacles. Now, this is a person who is juggling money and resources, so this time you're going to be busy on account of the same. Maybe you should also be on your guard, because it could be a mixed bag. You also shouldn't take too many risks, because risk doesn't always guarantee reward. It could also mean that you could end up squandering your money, so hold on to whatever you have. You should listen to your own inner voice rather than rely on others at this time. Maybe others have helped you out in the past, but now is the time to follow your own hunches. Even while working at the computer, I think you should keep a backup of your data. Maybe there are issues there and someone could help you out, but then it's always better to be safe than sorry. I think you could also be asked to review tasks done by others. I think your superior is also going to ask you to review tasks, maybe add his inputs. With respect to your love life, I do have this card. Thoughts of you fill up my senses. I think Geminis, you're going to be consumed by thoughts of your person. I also foresee that someone from your past is also going to come in. Maybe this person is quite like the Knight, because he comes into your life very quickly. Maybe in the past he has worn his heart on his sleeve, but then he has also ghosted you. So maybe this person was constantly thinking about you. That is why he is reappearing in your life. I think you do want clarity with respect to this connection. Maybe you also have options when it comes to the opposite sex. Maybe two people could be vying for your attention here. With that 8 of Wands, your social life, like I said, is going to be on the upswing. So maybe you're also going to meet prospective suitors on account of work. Maybe they are also interested in forming a romantic connection with you. But be on your guard because there could also be lecherous men here. I think your person and you could also bounce ideas off each other. Your person could also help you out. Maybe you should plan date nights. You could also introduce your special someone to your friend or your acquaintances or even a family member. And that I also have this card, it's really hard for me to open up. So communication is the key if you want a healthy relationship. Maybe this person is tongue-tied in your presence because you're too charming, or it could be that he is tacit by nature. He realizes that he needs to be more forthcoming with his feelings. Some Geminis, I think you shouldn't be coming across as being too persuasive. Maybe someone could also talk about your secret romance publicly and this could unnerve you. Maybe you also have revenge on your mind. Those of you who are in an unhappy connection, I think you may want to move away from this relationship. Maybe this person also has regrets over how he has treated you, or you could also have regrets for being in such a relationship. Your person's health or longevity could also be discussed. Your in-laws are also going to be quite meddlesome this month. From the Divine Messages Oracle, I do have this card. It's all aligned. Maybe your relationship is back on track because that's how it was meant to be. You know, these ballet dancers do take a lot of time. It takes a lot of patience for them to be in harmony or in sync with each other. Likewise, I think you need to be patient before things fall in place for you. Yet you must realize that whatever is happening in your life is all as per divine plan. The last card in this reading is integrity. You know, oftentimes in this reading I did talk about people questioning you or questions being raised with respect to financial matters. So you need to guard your integrity. You should do the right thing. You should know what's right and you should follow suit. I hope Geminis, you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye till the next time.